Hi, everyone. Troy Rollmeyer here with Network in Action Vancouver. And I'm very excited today to be introducing you a dear friend and referral partner, George Castillo of UMA Office. Hello, George. How are you today?
I am better than ever. Troy, how are you?
I'm doing so great. Thanks. So here's the deal. This is an opportunity for you to talk about what you do with UMA. And I know there's a lot, but if I was trying to introduce you to someone and tell them what George did, how would I explain that?
You know what? It's a fantastic question, Troy, because when people think of phones and telecom, they think, I can't trust this salesperson. I can't trust this company. Honestly, I've been in this business a couple of decades, and I've been with the company UMA for about 7 years, and they can expect that they're going to be told the truth. They're going to have no contracts. It's going to be affordable. It's going to be easy. You're going to get 24-hour support. All the reasons that UMA saw that people were disliking the industry and made sure that they checked the boxes on not having that kind of behavior, right? So yeah, they're gonna and I've come up with a recent, actually from an NIA experience I had recently. I had to figure out what would made us unique or made me unique in the industry. And I'm just going to tell you that I am now calling myself a telecom therapist because there's so much pain out there in this industry, right? I'm healing the telecom wounds of the past, one customer at a time.
George, that is such an awesome way to talk about yourself. So part of the difference is you, right? You're about people, you're about supporting your clients. Talk about kind of what products and services you offer, just so that people kind of understand when they're listening to, you know, a business owner talk and say, "Hey, I'm really struggling with this."
Hmm.
I know I've referred you for some crazy stuff. So can you give us some examples of things that you might be able to come in and immediately help a business with?
Again, another great question because something that I came up with at a trade show was a veterinarian show not too long ago. Vets went, everybody got a pet during COVID, and the vets got swamped, and it's still continuing. And they were coming to the table saying, "Oh, we got this problem and that problem." And I realized these were all easily fixed issues. So I said, "You know what, vets, docs, you're suffering from a medical condition." And they're like, "What's that?" I said, "With your telecom." I said, you have ALOP." They looked at me sideways and said, ALOP. I said, "Yeah, it's an acceptable level of pain." And the interesting thing is, I realize that this applies to a lot of people because it's complex, because they call, don't get help, because it's just too much to deal with. And if it's just working to make and receive calls, that's enough. And they're paying, they don't look at their bills, they're paying too much money. Who knows? So what happens is that if they let us, we'll come in, we'll take a look at everything, including their internet, because that's how these phone systems work these days, and we'll see if they're on the right plan. We'll see what they're paying, right, compared to us. And we'll give them a consultation that lets them see, like, this is where we are, this is where we can be. And typically, it's going to address things that they've just been dealing with. It might give them a few more things. Try not to overdo it, just keep it simple. And almost always, they're going to pay less money. So it's a very fun thing to be able to do to come in and be that telecom therapist.
That is amazing. So, of course, you're great at what you do. Give us a little bit of the personal side of George. What do you like to do when you're not wowing people with your amazing service and your winning personality?
Wow. Um, I would say that if I get a chance, my wife and I go out to dinner because we have so many boys in this house that it's hard to find time for ourselves. But a nice, simple but well prepared dinner at a quiet place like we found in Vancouver recently. And then, honestly, we found each other. We both love clothes. We both go up selling retail. So we'll go like to Buffalo Exchange and just buy some clothes for ourselves at a and reuse recycle place. And we love that. And if I can sneak out once a year and go dancing at some awesome funk club, that'll just make me happier than a pig. And you know what? And I have an 18-year-old now who's really kind of discovering his groove. He didn't have it as obvious like I did when I was 18, going to those 18 and over clubs. And I said, "You know what, son?" I said, "I'm going to take you real soon to an 18 and over club and we're going to go dancing." And,
That's awesome.
it's just moving your body is the way to really enjoy life in my world. And that's why I married a dancer, as a matter of fact, probably.
That is a true story. So, I'm so excited to have you as part of this group. I think you bring so much to the table. You are easily my easiest referral in your space, and then some, because I've asked you to extend beyond that, and you've helped my clients extend beyond that. Thank you so much for being a valued member. So, the last question I have is, how do people get a hold of you? Like, how do they find George Castillo so that they can make their telecom dreams a reality?
Well, because we are one of the magic things that we do is we take two cell phones and make them one. So if anybody of you are, dealing with having two phones, you can call me on my 360-787-2177 number. That is basically going to ring my desk phone and my mobile phone at the same time via the app. So that's kind of a two-in-one. You can text that number. That's the three-in-one. And you can send me an email at george.castillo, Castillo at ooma.com.
Awesome. George, thanks so much and look forward to seeing you at the next meeting.
Troy, you rock. Thank you.